What do you do when you're on vacation or you've been out in the sun and either you or your child or even your husband has a really bad sunburn? Stay tuned, that's coming up next. Welcome back. Christine Byer here, licensed esthetician for 20 years. You know, we've all done it. It's happened to our kids where we get a really bad sunburn and you are just feeling horrible for the person or for yourself. And even if you put on sunscreen, a lot of times at the beach or whatever, you forget to reapply, you can still get a pretty good sunburn. There are ways I would handle it. There's so many things you can do even if you don't have all these tools. The first thing I would say to do is get a very light moisturizing cream, like something with aloe vera in it, even straight up aloe vera if you're close to a health food store. Something, don't put all that garbage on your skin, all the artificial colors, and a lot of times they'll put like benzocaine and pain relievers inside the aloe vera. So make sure it doesn't have any of that, because over the years, sometimes clients feel that cooling sensation and it feels hot to them. So you don't want to have that happen to you because your skin's already on fire and then you put on something that's supposed to be cooling and it ends up feeling really hot. So I like to just go straight up aloe vera or an aloe vera based cream. Not so much a cream, but a light lotion so that you can let the heat escape. You don't want to put anything too thick on the skin, nothing Vaseline or anything. You want something slightly occlusive, but you want the heat to be able to just come out of the pores. You never want to make the mistake of putting on something too heavy or too slathery when you are sunburned. Also, you can take frequent cold baths or a quick cold shower and then just pat yourself dry. Reapply your light lotion with aloe vera or layer aloe vera, and then if you can stand it, just a light layer of lotion. People do have good luck with salicylic acid or aspirin. Now, I am not a doctor, so I can't tell you what to take, but I can say that sometimes aspirin, since it's an anti-inflammatory, it's very helpful with sunburns. Now, if you're at home and I had a situation where my niece, she did not go off her retinoids before she went on a sunny summer vacation down in South Florida. And her dermatologist didn't tell her she needed to go off of, or her doctor actually, I think she was seeing a dermatologist, but her doctor did not tell her to go off of her vitamin A, her prescription vitamin A. And she got so sunburned, like her face was a mess. She was blistered and kind of crusty by the time I saw her. And she came in and I started to try to wash her face and she's like, ow, ow, ow. I was like, okay, I see how this is going. So I basically just took all that off, took the cleanser off, the gentle cleanser, and I just put her under LED, but I put it a little further from her so she didn't get, it wasn't too hot for her. And that's all we did was a half hour of LED. It was a weaker LED. And the next day she felt so much better. You know, LED is analgesic, so it's going to take a lot of the pain out of the skin as well, which is a huge plus. But if you don't have LED, you can always do aloe vera, you can do cold showers, cold compresses, ice compresses. Just make sure they're nice and insulated because you don't want to freeze the skin after you've burnt it. I guess the best cure is prevention, but it happens, right? Now, if you follow me and you're on vacation and you happen to have some NeoGenesis Recovery, this is perfect. This is the bomb. There's some times where I have gotten sunburn, not horribly because I'm pretty vigilant with my sunscreen, but there have been times we've been on island vacations and I've gotten burnt on my back or my arms where somebody else is in charge of putting on my sunscreen, my back, my husband. I'll just throw him under the bus. But yeah, so you're out and you're like, oh, what do I do? I will just take a couple drops of NeoGenesis on slightly damp skin and just rub it wherever I am burnt, and then I'll put on a light cream. The NeoGenesis body cream is amazing. It does let things escape. It's very, very moisturizing. When you're sunburned, your skin draws all your body's resources to the skin. And I was looking through videos before I made this video, and they were showing a picture of this guy in Texas who shaved his head and then mowed his grass. And he was so sunburnt that, and all the resources, were going, all his body's resources were going to the area, the sunburn, that he pressed a dot in his forehead, and it stayed there for over a half an hour. And this guy looks like he's in his 20s, maybe early 30s. And he had a compression dot from all the fluid that was up there. It was really interesting. So just know that you need to drink a ton of water, because all your resources, all your water is going to the skin to help repair that. But yeah, so if you follow me, you would have NeoGenesis, and you can put that on it, and that works like gangbusters. And a lot of times I will have a slight sunburn, put that on, the next morning I'm fine. I'm able to go back out in the sun again with plenty of sunscreen, but I'm fine. Then when you get home, or if you bring it with you, LED, I don't know if I put it flat on the skin because there's so much heat. And although LED doesn't generally let off heat, it can be perceived as heat when it's picked up by the skin. So you would use it, but you would just pull it further away. So if you have a red LED, maybe you travel with, even if it's a mask or whatever, you can just put it on the areas where you're sunburned for about 15 minutes. That's how I would deal with it. My husband and my daughter are, well, my husband is black from Trinidad, and my daughter is mocha colored, although she hates when I say that. She's like, say mixed, Mom. I'm like, but mixed could be a lot of different mixtures, right? I mean, doesn't it mean something different now? Anyway, they will get burnt, and I can't really see it. I can only tell days later when they start to peel. They'll just look really tan and beautiful. And so I guess I'm the one that's in charge of that, since I didn't put on their sunscreen well enough, or didn't nag them enough during the day to keep it on. But yeah, sunscreen can look different in different people, but it's always uncomfortable and painful. So make sure you pack your aloe vera with no artificial colors and fragrances and no pain relievers in it, just straight up, or get one from the health food store if there's one close by, or just a straight up lotion that's very light. Take quick cold showers, take aspirin, and then drink a ton of water. So I hope that helps, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye now.